Hello and welcome. This is Demirats International. We are a consulting company for international healthcare professionals who wish to work in Germany. In this video, we are going to talk about Deficitbescheid. First of all, what is Deficitbescheid? It is a response letter from the licensing authority that you get after you have sent your application. It might take a different duration of time for different individuals. That is why this video here we are going to explain to you the difference from the shortest one to the longest one in our experience, in our candidates experience, so that you can prepare yourself. Why is this deficit bescheid required? First of all, this is first of all a proof that your application has come and it's been processed and certain deficits are there. Or is it eligible or not eligible? Because if the deficit bescheid does not come and they say that okay, your education is not complete, that this happens in cases of FMG. So in that case, your deficit bescheid will not come. They will send you another bescheid which will say that okay, we want to examine your application further and we want to send it to the central authority in Bonn, for example, in GFG Bonn, so that they can assess your application. If your training is at least, are you a doctor, not a doctor yet? So that is, but this deficit bescheid is not that. Deficit bescheid usually comes where they ask for more documents like good standing certificate, police clearance certificate, or a ärztliche attest, that's a medical attest from a doctor that you're fit to work as a doctor, and CV sometimes that okay, now it has been few months, send us the updated CV. So these things are asked in your deficit bescheid. So this document is required for visa application. That when you go for visa, even for opportunity card, this document gives you 4 points in opportunity card. That makes your application to the level of six, like point number six, which makes you eligible for deficit for opportunity card. So this is also required when you want to register for FSP course in Germany. The courses which are funded by the government, such courses you require deficit bescheid. So this document is very important. Now, if you ask on the internet on to people who consult or express themselves as experts, if you ask them, okay, fine, how much time does it take? Somebody will tell you 3 months, somebody will tell you 6 months, somebody will tell you like 4 months. So the variation is huge. Uh, but the extreme variation, as I can show you here in my video from our candidates, because we have so many candidates, we see the different range of experiences that they have. So here you can see on your screen in this application. This application was made on 3rd June 2024, as you can see on your screen here, and the deficit bescheid came to 11th July 2024. That means within 5 weeks we had this deficit bescheid already in our hand. Now, going to the going to the next, this application was made on in July. Sorry, this came in July 2024. That means some time back. Uh, but when you see when this application was made, it was made on 27th of July 2023. That means almost 1 year, 12 months it has taken for this deficit bescheid to come. In this 12 months time, we have done everything that was possible. The candidate has done everything that is possible. Writing, we have written letters, we have written emails. Candidate has called the department hundreds of times, talked to 20 different people, called up till ministerium, that is a ministry of healthcare, of education, responsible for these things. And at after this, like we started that process right after 6 months, because 6 months is the time till which you can expect that okay, 6 7 months, because for other candidates it has come in 6 months, 7 months time, and till 6 months time we are patient that okay, fine, one more month, let's see. We start writing a reminder email to them that okay, where is our application, and it's already been 6 months, 7 months. But when it did not come in 6 months, 7 months, and this candidate was already here, the visa application, the visa has to be extended, the admission FSP course has to be done, and for all those things we required deficit bescheid. Until that candidate only had an Eingangsbestätigung, no deficit bescheid whatsoever. So then, after putting lots of pressure and talking to, as I said, talking to lots of people in the licensing authority office, finally on 22nd, this deficit bescheid came, because at some point there, it was also questioned if the application is there or it's lost. So we had to make another application that time, because we did not want, because when you come to Germany, the candidate's already in Germany. Once you come to Germany, your time is running because your visa is still limited duration. And if your deficit bescheid does not come in that period, then your visa might not be extended and you might have to go back to your home country. That's why we were very concerned. We made second application that at least from this deficit bescheid will come. And after so much work from the candidate side, from our side, guidance from our side, ultimately we received this deficit bescheid, and now things have been in order for that candidate. So this is about one application. Going further to the next application, and again in this third application, you can see the application was made in June and it came in 5 weeks, 5 weeks it came. So this is also so the range of variation of application or the variation of deficit bescheid can range from 5 weeks up to 12 months. That is what one has to remember while sending application or preparing, because you want to plan your career. You want to plan that, okay, till this month I will do my FS language, then I will apply for FSP, then I will do job search, when do I apply for visa. Important also is the blocked account, because you need to know, or at least your parents need to know, when will you require that money for the blocked account. So these things are required. So this is very unpredictable for which candidate what happens. In best case scenario, you will get it within 5 weeks. If you are really in bad luck, because most in our experience also, most candidates have received this deficit bescheid in 2 to 3 months time. Okay, so 8 weeks to 12 weeks is normal that we expect a deficit bescheid for our candidates. We'd wait. If it does not come in 12 weeks, then we still wait some time. We start writing reminder emails and letters that, okay, we have sent an application, where is it? You don't get response to that most of the time. You try calling them, nobody picks up the call, or even if they pick up the call, they're very rude and they cut you off, like even while you're talking. So these things happen. Till 6 months, you can still have patience. But if you're not getting from 6 months, then you have to become very intensive and very active and start writing letters to them, not emails, just start writing letters to them and talking to the start talking to the higher people, who the names which are on the website. So this might happen, because in other case, one which the photo which I have not prepared for now, we it took 7 months. Okay, one candidate from Pakistan, in his case it took 7 months, but it came in 7 months, like just with one reminder. So in other cases it has come in 4 5 months. In one case it came in 4 months time, and that time they wanted police clearance, and the guy who had for police clearance you need active passport, so his passport was about to get finished in 3 months time. So they did not give him police clearance. Now his passport has to be activated, like renewed, and then the application. And for that process, and by that time, the deadline that comes in deficit bescheid, the deadline was crossed and his application got rejected because of that passing of deadline. And there, after lots of requests and after making new application, paying the fine and extra fees and everything, finally we could get his deficit bescheid within like a couple of weeks of the new application. So that also happens, but that was an extra trouble, extra burden. That, okay, because application got cancelled, one has to pay extra fees and like get involved in lots of troublesome matters. So you have to be careful when you make application and plan accordingly, assuming that it might take longer than you have expected. All right, thank you very much. If you found this video useful, do like this video, subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends and colleagues who are preparing for their career in Germany. This might help them as well. Bye bye.